Hello and welcome back to Playground Monthly, where I, your host, Charlie Hodson, will be taking you through the very exciting Season 32 update of Forza Horizon 4. Let's take a peep at today's schedule, shall we? So first up, it's the festival playlist. 4 more weeks of content are coming your way, and they're absolutely chock-a-block with cars, challenges, and clues to our next item on the schedule. Yes, you can read it right there. We're going to be talking through a brand new car pack that promises to put some heat into your garage collection. And lastly, the all-important updates and fixes coming to Forza Horizon 4 in the future. But before we jump into all of that goodness, please join me in welcoming today's guest, senior producer Tom Phillips and principal vehicle content designer Chris Phillips. How are you both?
I'm very well. Just to be clear, I'm not related to Chris.
Oh, did I say? Oh my God, honestly. You know what? For the sake of this conversation, you can both be called Greg because I love you both hugely and I'm very, very happy to see you. How are we?
Yeah, really good. Really glad to be here, Charlie.
Yeah, good. Good.
Such an idiot. Honestly, right. Now, as we saw in the schedule, this is a super exciting update where I call everyone the wrong name. But before we dive into that, I hear Tom. It is Tom. There's something you do want to share with the folks at home.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of great stuff coming to Horizon 4, but before we get into it, I just wanted to let everyone know we do have a technical issue which may delay our Series 32 update. We're working to address it before Thursday, but if we don't, the series will fall back to a backup festival playlist. We'll, of course, keep you up to date on progress and let you know when we have an update. And with that, let's jump into the festival playlist. So our series rewards at 50%, we've got another Horizon Backstage Pass, and at 80%, we have the ATS GT 2018. In summer, 50%, we have the Zenvo TSRS. That's the one with the tilty wing. Big fan favorite, that. And at 80%, we have the Mercedes AMG E63. And the photo challenge for summer is take a photo of the new 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. How can we take a picture of that, Tom, if we don't have it in the game? Well, I'm pleased to say we're going to be adding it in Series 32. Hashtag prize possession. If you complete the trial, you can earn yourself an open-top Hummer, which is perfect for those summer weeks in Horizon. That's excess baggage. We've got 9 3/4 coming back for another showcase remix. You're driving the Ford Anglia against the Flying Scotsman, which promises to be a magical time. And if you miss the Napier Railton, you'll get another chance to earn that if you complete the seasonal playground games, summer games. And then if you complete Forest for the Trees seasonal championship, you can earn yourself the 94 Toyota Celica. If you complete the seasonal championship cult collection, you can get yourself a Toyota Corolla. And there it is. If you complete Flex Your Muscles seasonal championship, you can get yourself the Ford Mustang 2020 Shelby GT500. And Chris is going to be telling us why that is such an amazing car in coming up later in Forza Monthly. Moving on to autumn. So this is new for this series. So yeah, we're also going to be sprinkling in a few more Horizon backstages, so backstage passes. So I think we're up to about 22 or 23 cars in Horizon Backstage, with more getting added every week. So this is going to give you more opportunities to be able to get the cars you want through Horizon Backstage. And then at 80%, we have got the Ford GT40. Photo challenge for autumn is the take a photo of any Mini with Bamborough Castle, and that is hashtag Mini Car Massive Castle. If you complete the trial Monster Mash, you can get yourself a Renault 5 Turbo Forza Edition. And if you complete the autumn seasonal playground games, you can get yourself the Mini John Cooper Works buggy. Then in the seasonal championship off-road rally, we've got a playground games favorite, the Ford Racing Puma. Shout out to Felzilla. And we've also got the Coast to Coast seasonal championship. You can get the Lamborghini Reventon Forza Edition. Then in winter, 50%. What's that? Another Horizon Backstage Pass? No way. And then at 80%, we've got the McLaren 12C. And then the photo challenge, you're going to want to get a friend for this one. So take a photo of your car with another player or driver tar at the Express North Rail Yard, #duos. And if you complete the winter trial Golden Age Muscle, you can get yourself a lovely fetching classic race suit, which is sure to keep the cold out in these winter months. And the winter seasonal playground games, you can get yourself a 2007 Renault Clio. If you complete the seasonal the seasonal championship going uptown, you can get yourself a Porsche Macan Turbo. The seasonal championship micro street scene, you can get yourself a Ferrari 166mm. And to round out winter, completing downhill dash will get you the VW GRC Beetle, and we call that one an epic car. Finally, in spring, 50% completion, we've got a McLaren F1, and 80% completion, we've got the Lexus LFA, which is a super hot car. And photo challenge for spring, take a photo of your car at the Mud Kickers Adventure Park, #MudKicking. Completing the spring trial, Alfa Romeo and Juliet will get you an Alfa Romeo 8C Forza Edition. We've got the favorite Supersonic versus Superfast Showcase Remix. Then if you complete the spring seasonal playground games, you can get yourself a Land Rover Series 3 Forza Edition. And then here it is, our second reward car for Series 32. If you complete the seasonal championship, Shelby Coming Round the Mountain, pause for laughter.
Stop. These, who comes up with them?
Shout out to the game designers for that one. You can get yourself the 2012 Shelby 1000. And also you've got the Muddy Marvelous seasonal championship. You can get yourself a Nissan Pulsar. Hard to find car. Cool car, right, Chris?
Yeah, very cool. I love it. I really want one.
And finally, in the seasonal event for England, you can get yourself an Aston Martin Vanquish. And that rounds out the festival playlist.
It's very nice. And some eagle-eyed fans in chat may have spotted a couple clues in that festival playlist. And I did kind of say at the top of the stream that there was going to be a new Lush car pack coming soon. And I tell you what, I think it's about time we reveal it. What did you say? Should we do it?
Let's do it.
Okay, perfect. Check out this trailer then. And there it is, the Hot Wheels Legends car pack, coming soon to a garage near you. But to dive deeper into the Hot Wheels Legend pack, I'm actually going to be throwing over to Chris. Can you take us through a look at this latest car pack and some of the stunning cars that are coming our way?
Sure. So the Hot Wheels Legends car pack is a pack. There's 6 cars, and they are actually real world cars. So Hot Wheels Legend Tour is a competition where people take the cars along to a show, they get judged, and the end result of it all can be their car getting made into a real world Hot Wheels. So much like the car we just saw in the trailer there, the Hot Wheels 2Jet Z, it got made into this little toy, which is fantastic. So yeah, we've got six cars there. I think they're all round winners. So there's several rounds in a year, and you have to win both the round and then the final judging at the end of the year. So should we jump in and have a look at some of them?
Let's do it.
So this is the Ford F5 Julie. Julie means it's got two wheels at the back there. This thing's a kind of a very traditional hot rod in some ways. So it's kind of chopped top, very low. But the difference here is it's got a 7.3 litre Ford diesel engine, which is very different to what you normally expect to find under the hood of a car like this. It was built by a guy called Mitch Allreed. and it won the 2018 first round. There's actually if you want to see more on this, there's a really good in-depth kind of nerdy look at it on the Hoonigan YouTube channel. There's a build biology on it. It's well worth checking out. You stick it up on the lift and check out some of the stuff underneath it. It's kind of got some kind of retro race car suspension setup, things like that. It's one for the car nerds out there. I really like this one, and the kind of patina on it. The owner is adamant on keeping. It gets left outside. It's not a baby car in any way. So yeah, this one's really nice. A bit wide for parking in the UK though.
Is that a skull on the back as well?
It is, yes. I mean, it wouldn't be a hot rod with that skull somewhere on
it. I love it. I want 10.
So should we move on to the next one? Yeah, just the Chevy Love. This is a really nice story actually. So this was built by somebody who I can't remember his name. His brother used to own this car. It was a show car many years ago. He sadly passed away, and he made it his kind of bucket list thing to restore the car back to its former glory. And then he took it to the Hot Wheels Legend Tour, and it won round 2 in 2019. I really like this thing. I love it when anyone sticks an engine in the back of a pickup truck. Taking a very, very useful car and then putting the engine in the back of it, there's just something really naughty and very Hot Wheels like. It's a very toyish thing to do. Yeah, I really love this one. It's the engine, for those curious, it's 392 supercharged Hemi. And then, again, kind of typical with hot rodding, it's running a lot of suspension from a Corvette underneath it. So it's doing its best to try and handle well, considering all the weight is on the back axle with that awesome big engine. So we can probably jump on to the next one. In a similar fashion, this one, engine sitting in the middle of it, nice and exposed, very toy-like. This is the International Harvester. International is a new brand to Forza. It was a brand that kind of came about in the early 1900s. It's since moved on to be other things. This one started out life as a truck, as you can see. And then the owner amazingly built this in 3 months. I just can't even comprehend a build like this taking 3 months. For me, I have projects that have been sitting on my drive for years, so months is incredible. And then it's also got that giant rear wing on the back of it just to help balance out the looks of it. And then, yeah, again, following on from a similar theme to the previous one, it's a blown V8, a supercharged V8 in the back of it. This time a small block Chevy, which is very much a common engine used in hot rodding. I really like this one. It's again, it's taking that purposeful utilitarian car and making it into something very, very special and very toy-like. And then next up, we have this. This is a Studebaker, which it's loosely a Studebaker. It's Studebaker by name, and I think there's like 3 components on this one from the original car, one of which is the windshield. The rest of it's coming from other things, so there's 1960s Dodge in this, there's Chevy Corvette, and one of my favourite details, on the back you can see the what looks to be the trunk opening, and that's actually from a 1980s Audi. This was built as somebody's dream car, and it took them 15 years to fully realise it and get it to the point of being on the road. This won round 8 in 2019, I think it was. What I really love on this is it's not symmetrical. Symmetry in car design is something a lot of people look for, and I love that it just goes completely against that. So you can see on the back the tail lights asymmetrical. The trunk opening is on the on the right hand side, and then eventually when we get to the front end, it uses headlights on one side from a Harley Davidson, and the other one is from a Corvette flipped upside down, and it's the pop out style. This one, it just looks like a toy, like in every way. You can imagine a 9-year-old drawing this, as something that they imagine. There it is. Look at those headlights. It's just fantastic. So if we want to move on. So this is a Nash Metropolitan. Again, this is another 50s car. Nash is another new to Forza brand. They were around from the early 1900s and eventually disappeared around 1957 when they became part of AMC. I love this one as well. So I think this was the 2019 overall winner. So this will be getting made into Hot Wheels. This is really a toy to me. The way the wheels stick out, the dice on the carburetor on the front of it, it's very much form over function. I absolutely love it. Up front, we've got I think it's a 300 horsepower small block Chevy, which for these tiny little 165mm wide tires is great because it just roasts them, so it slides everywhere. There's a great view of those dice sitting over the carburetor.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's absolutely lovely, this one. Again, kind of fitting with that hot rodding theme. It's got the patina. It's hot rodding, but in that kind of unique way that you expect to see for something being made into a Hot Wheels. So then lastly, we've got, this was the 2019 overall winner. This car sort of moves away from the hot rodding theme, but it's very much a Hot Wheels for me. So as you saw earlier, it's been made into a Hot Wheels. The engine in the back of this, as you can probably guess from the name, 2JZ, is the 2JZ from the Supra, which is an engine I know not only our community know and love, but I think the world knows and loves it. Well known for huge amounts of power, which it's got here, 650 horsepower, and it weighs 780 kilos, 1,600 pounds, so it's insanely quick, this thing. Styled loosely on a jet fighter, more like a rocket ship for me with that amount of power to weight ratio. And it's very much inspired by early Bonneville salt flat cars, which were built out of old World War II bombshells that then stick an engine inside of because they're very aerodynamic, obviously. And then, we've got this amazing interior view with the orange tint, which we think is the only other car in the game which has a windscreen like this. There's another Hot Wheels car, which was the Rip Rod.
So cool. So cool.
Like runner.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it's like, Mars.
Absolutely. Edinburgh's never looked the same.
Yeah. And I think my favourite detail on this is if you can see on the back of it on the exhaust there, it's the exhaust is actually a vegetable strainer or steamer even that's hooked up to the throttle so it moves around. Absolutely lovely set of cars, all of which could easily be toys as well as real cars.
Absolutely stunning. I think we'll all agree. I love them all. They have such a unique bunch of characters. They're brilliant. Those are all of the new cars coming to Forza Horizon for you. But can anyone here let me know how much this premium car pack is actually going to set us back? What are we thinking?
Yeah, I think this is $10, but really excited for people to get their hands on and coming soon.
Yeah, very, very, very much looking forward to it. So thank you for that. But before we go, we cannot forget about the all-important updates and fixes. So is there anything in specific you want to call out for us today?
Yeah. So we've got a couple of things. So along with the various stability fixes, I wanted to call out one in particular, which has been affecting Xbox players. So where sometimes when you're downloading a livery, the game would grab some bad data, which caused a crash. Obviously, really bad. So we'll fix that in Series 32, and I think that affects all Xboxes. So yeah.
Very good. Wonderful. Fix coming your way soon. But that is everything. When I say everything, we've gone through so much. We've gone through everything from the new Hot Wheels Legend car pack to the Season 32 Festival playlist. But stay tuned right here for Forza Monthly, which is going to be coming up straight after this show, where we're going to be taking a look at the two Shelbys and another very cool announcement. So definitely stick around for that. But until next time, thank you both for joining me today, Greg 1 and Greg 2. I will see you in a month. Bye!
Charlie, bye.